Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new deck review of the second place deck of the Pokemon TCG 2018 World Championships. In second place, losing to the Zoroark Arbiter that we reviewed in our previous video, was this incredible Malamar deck. Now, I know a lot of people, including myself, would not have put money on Malamar making it all the way to the final of the Pokemon World Championship, especially not in a Zoroark heavy meta. However, that's exactly what ended up happening. Jeff, I believe, from Canada, ended up getting second place in the World Championships, eventually losing to Robin Schulz. I don't know exactly what his tournament run looked like. I would have expected him to probably avoid quite a few Zoroarks along the way. However, this Malamar deck is super interesting because it's very close to what I envision Malamar being good, or Malamar looking like post-rotation, and it definitely had a more aggressive approach, if you will. It completely forwent N. It doesn't have any ends in the deck. It's just pure aggression. It included Acrobike from the new set. It has 4 Sycamore, 4 Cynthia, and 1 Lily. So it's focused on just drawing as many cards as possible and making sure that it can get fully set up. It doesn't even have Bridget. It relies completely on Ultra Ball and Mysterious Treasure in order to get set up. Now, it does include 2 copies of Marshadow GX and then a single copy of all the different wide array of attackers. Mewtwo GX is being covered right here. We have Lunala Prism, we have Giratina Promo, Dawnwings GX, Mimikyu, and even Necrozma GX, which does allow the deck to be very flexible in which attacks it wants to use. Marshadow, with its ability Shadow Hunt, allows you to copy the attacks of any Pokemon on the bench, and on the discard pile, and the fighting typing means you do get type advantage against Zoroark, which is the deck's main worry. It also included 1 copy of Tapu Lele and 1 copy of Rankuru in order to make sure that it does have that late game end protection from his opponents, not from himself, because he doesn't play any end whatsoever. And I believe this deck's downfall in the end was the fact that I only played 2 Field Blower. I feel like in order for this deck to have a chance at beating Zoroark Garb decks, it definitely needed to run 4 Field Blower, because not only do you need to counter Parallel City consistently, but you also need to counter Garbotoxin most of the time. So 4 Parallel City would have been very nice to see here, but second place at Worlds, not too bad. Having Malamar to recharge all your Psychic type attackers, having the flexibility of Mewtwo's GX attack to use Psystrike GX and deal 200 damage no matter what, having Necrozma GX's Prismatic Burst attack to deal just a bunch of damage to the active Pokemon, having Lunala Prism to reload with its Full Moon Star attack and sometimes potentially attack with Psystorm, but mainly reload with Full Moon Star, especially under Garbotoxin luck. And finally, we have the Mimikyu, which allows, with its copycat attack, to copy whatever your opponent did the previous turn, and therefore punish them for using tough attacks as well. Really solid deck, solid supporter lineup. What I would have liked to see is 4 Field Blower, perhaps the 4th Guzma, but I don't see how you drop that, or how you get to that. Perhaps cutting 1 Floatstone, perhaps cutting 1 Ultra Ball in favor of the 2 Field Blowers. That could have been an option. I don't think you can cut the Acrobikes, simply because they're very good in helping you go through the deck and also getting Psychic energy in the discard pile. And it's especially interesting that he, with so much discarding and so much aggressive draw with Acrobike, Ultra Ball, Mysterious Treasure, and 4 Sycamore, this player chose only to run 1 recovery card in Rescue Stretcher. But that's, I guess, where the Dull Marshadow does come in to help, because every Pokemon that you end up discarding, you can reuse with Marshadow. And so, congratulations to Jeff, second place at the World Championships. Nothing to scoff at. He had a very tough matchup in the finals against Zoroark Arbiter, but he made it all the way there, and huge congratulations to him. And so, guys, this is the second place deck at the World Championships. Don't forget to leave a like really helps out the channel. And we still have 2 more decks to go: a Zygarde GX deck, a completely unexpected Zygarde GX deck, and a Rayquaza GX deck. So be on the lookout for those videos and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss them.